MovieWeb.com.
Honey, this is Sheenie Saunders. She just stopped by to introduce herself. Isn't that neighborly?
For Nick, Sheenie was the one.
Do you mind applying this to my exposed areas?
Sure.
Until she became the one
You get turned on easily.
who got away.
Sheenie, I think I love you.
Nick, you're very nice, but I have a boyfriend.
Hello, Nick. Bad break, Nick.
Well, I'll be leaving.
Now, to win her over, he'll have to give love.
I've decided to create a supplementary persona named Francois Dillinger.
The first thing that stood out to me about the character that you play is that, you know, this alternate persona is really like this unholy combination, but like totally overdue, of like sort of Tyler Durden and Stefan Urkel in a way.
Right, yeah, I've heard that actually.
Well, sort of, what was the process for you of sort of figuring out like what this guy was going to be like, or what he was in relation to sort of Nick?
Well, reading the book, you know, there's the character is really, really established in the book, so that helped. Just, you know, reading the book over and over and trying to figure it out, and watching Family Matters on DVD, watching his transformation. Yeah, and then just, you know, figuring it out on set.
And for you, were there like logistical challenges of figuring out sort of, because I know there are at least a couple scenes where there are both versions of Nick, like for you to sort of deal with one or the other of them?
Well, I didn't have too many scenes. Like, only the dorm scene with kind of both characters. But no, that was really fun, actually, because I didn't get too much of Francois until that scene. And as far as, like, I don't know, finding out what to do, definitely the book, because there's so much information in it that was like an extended version of each scene.
Well, I was knocked out when I was watching the movie, and she says that she likes Serge Gainsbourg, and that's like one of those things that I'm like instantly attracted to. What's a thing for each of you guys that, like, if you heard that somebody liked or they did or they were into, that whether or not you dated them or anything else, that would sort of be like an instant attraction?
That's a good question.
Like Spinal Tap or Weezer.
Ghost Adventures.
What's that?
It's like paranormal ghost stuff.
It's a show?
Yeah, it's a show, and it's these three guys, and they like go into these crazy places, like an insane asylum and like abandoned places, and
what happens?
Like crazy stuff happens. Like they have these EMF recorders, and
like Ghostbusters.
Yeah, but they don't bust them. They leave them.
Well, obviously the character makes some sort of questionable decisions, but what do you think this movie or this story kind of says to like young kids about like the way that they meet people or find relationships?
I don't know. I think it's just a nice story about, you know, these two people that aren't clicking really with anyone around them, and then meet each other and seem to be really good for each other.
I'd say to not look, because you'll know when you meet somebody. Like, I don't know, if someone likes Ghost Adventures, for instance. You'll just know when you know.
Nick, you're being so bad.
Not half as bad as the nasty things I want to do to you right now. If that's okay with you.